Let's start with the question. How to identify that a player is a bot in PUBG Mobile. I have been a PUBG Mobile player for a real long time now. When I posted my chicken dinner win on social networks, they said I won against bots and not real users. My question is there any way to identify if my opponent is bot or not? So how can we solve this? There are 3 possible answers. Answer 1. I have compiled a list of various methods to spot bots from multiple gaming news websites as sources to confirm the following list. Please note that all the sources confirm that these aren't official ways of spotting bots, as there aren't any official ways to do so yet. These are MOT tips and things to look out for to spot bots more easily when playing the game. Situational awareness source. GameSkinny. If you creep up on a player, for example when they have their back turned, they shouldn't have any idea you're there. Bots will notice you pretty much as they appear in your line of sight, regardless of whether or not they should be able to. Source. Redmond Pi. Bots within the game always seem to have a sixth sense, meaning that as soon as you have them in your vision or line of sight, they will immediately be aware of your presence. Visual cues source. GameSkinny. I spawned into one game with a huge chunk of enemy players were running around in the same shirt, with the same haircut. Now PUBG Mobile may not have the most down to the details character creation menu, but most people on the internet have a little more room for variation than that. Gameplay intelligence source. GameSkinny. There are a lot of dumb players out there, but that doesn't change the fact that 9 times out of 10, bots can be pretty dopey. If the fact that they can scope you out too easily scares you, they're also not very smart and are designed to be more or less cannon fodder. Source. Redmond Pi. Bots, in all honesty, are prone to a bit of stupidity. So, if you see a character with one gun, who always knows where you are, and who appears to be acting rather erratically and can't seem to successfully aim or shoot you, then you have yourself a bot. Extra loot source. GameSkinny. When you kill a bot and loot their body, you'll often find they were carrying more than they visually appeared to be, e.g., armor when they weren't wearing any. Loadout source. GameSkinny. Similar to above, most of the bots are running around with only one weapon, and won't ever attempt to switch between the two. They don't really need to. If they're still around in endgame, you can be pretty certain that even the noobest player on the planet will have scavenged around enough to kit themselves out a little better. Weapons source. Redmond Pi. Bots within the game will typically only be carrying one weapon. They are bots after all, so they don't need to be loaded with weapons of destruction. When do you encounter the most often? Source. Redmond Pi. You should also only notice that these bots appear in the early mid part of the game. Avoiding bots. Apparently, there is obviously no way of removing bots for good, but the more you play and level up, usually outside the bronze bracket, the less you are likely to encounter bots in-game. Once you move yourself up out of the bronze bracket, then the number of bots appearing in a game should noticeably decrease. Source. Redmond Pi. Answer 2. Main identificator of bots in PUBG Mobile is that they are doing really little amount of damage when they are shooting at you. One shot to your body from bot equals CCA 3 to 5% of damage. From player it is much bigger damage, and average player kills you in a seconds. Bot can't kill you in normal circumstances, maybe if you have really low health. Another one is that they are not much equipped as usual player. Normal player wears M416, M16, AK or other assault rifle. Bot wears often Vector or other SMG. They are not moving much and they are not using cars, boats or motorcycles. I think there will be more identificators. These results are just from that many games that I spent on toilet. Laughing face, answer 3. A bot deals really low damage and can't seem to aim worth a darn. Carries, uses only one weapon, has an extremely random dressing sense. The previous one I encountered was a male avatar and had a sunglasses plus made costume plus trousers. Combination. Creepy. Doesn't move around or crouch while shooting. Runs towards any source of noise. Gunshot. Vehicle honk. Anything. And doesn't take cover or crouch when spotted. Has a sixth sense, i.e. notices you exactly when you spot it. You can never find one looting stuff. Cannot drive or snipe, they come really close to you before engaging. Doesn't carry any energy drink or painkillers or med kit. Has low tier gear i.e. if he has a Spetsnaz helmet and military vest on, you can be damn well sure it isn't a bot. They're real noobs. To sum it up, thankfully, you encounter smaller number of bots above level 20 and or Bronze League. I would say one bot every 3 players. I hope these answers helped, and if they did, please drop a comment and subscribe.